Hey guys, and welcome back to Let's Play Skies of Arcadia Legends. Alright, so we are inside of Glacia, underneath the lands of ice, and we have just about reached the end of this area. So let's head on a little bit. We've got just a couple more turns to take, and then we'll take on the boss of this area. As you can probably tell, just looking by this semi-big circle area and kind of the door beyond, you could pretty much guess, and that doesn't look too inviting either, so let's go ahead. Alright, so let's take this thing on. Now this thing shouldn't give us too much trouble. We'll see what it does once we actually get into a battle. Yeah, it's just kind of a big purple. It kind of looks like a cauldron with wings and like a pointy bottom. I don't know. It's really hard. I have no idea what that thing is. But this is Veltar, now obviously going to be purple element. Now he's got a couple of skills. He's got one called Avalauncher, which deals moderate damage to enemies in a line. He's got his regular attack, of course, which I believe can cause confusion, maybe? And he also has a skill called Death Laser, which, as you can surmise, is a little bit of a pain. It can instantly kill a character. You know, there's no real protection for it, so we're just going to have to deal with it. First off, though, we're going to focus with Vice. No spells to worry about, so we can use Arcadia to focus as well. We're going to have Fina use a Glyph of Might on Vice here. And, of course, Enrique is going to be sticking with his old Justice Shield. So we'll see what it does right out of the gate. I think most of the time he uses Avalauncher first, but either way, we should see pretty much all of it before we're done with this battle. It doesn't have too much health. I think 2 Pirate's Wraths should be able to take it out. So we really won't be in here for long, but... Alright, yeah, starting with Avalauncher. Like I said, it seems to usually do that first. Which only hit Fina, even though Vice was nearby, showing really just how narrow that line area of effect is. I'm also going to go ahead, I just remembered we need to switch over to the Captain's Hat, so we're going to do that first. We've got plenty of SP, so let's go ahead and use the Pirate's Wrath. We'll focus, and use Justice Shield. And after one more turn of focusing, we should be able to use the second Pirate's Wrath that'll take this guy down. So we'll see what he does here. Okay, here's Death Laser. Alright. You can always tell if it automatically kills someone because it will bring their health all the way down during that animation. So yeah, as you can see, it's got basically no health left. So this is a pretty simple battle as long as nobody just randomly goes down due to Death Laser. But even if they do, you can always just bring them back with the Ryzlum Crystal or even the Ryzlum Spell if you have it. So we'll just focus a bit here, and on the next turn we should be good to take him down. There's really nothing he can do to cause us any sort of threat. Here's Death Laser again, and yeah, you can see this time, okay, well he took down Vice, so it looks like it's going to take an extra turn to take him down, but that's alright. So yeah, that's just kind of the annoying random luck factor when it comes to that attack. I mean, sometimes somebody important gets taken down and there's not a lot you can do about it. Alright, so let's go ahead and, you know, we have plenty of SP and plenty of MP as well for Fina. I believe she knows the Ryzlum spell, so yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and have her take care of that, just so we don't waste a Ryzlum Crystal, because we actually don't have that many left. And I didn't really need to focus with Aka, but there's not a lot else she needed to do, really. So there we go. Vice is back up. Hopefully he doesn't get taken down again. Alright, using Avalauncher, so we should be safe here. And you can see Fina's taking a little bit of damage, but it really doesn't matter because he's going down this turn. And we might as well just guard with everyone else, just finish this up. And I don't think... Okay, I don't think if they're dead at the end, I'm pretty sure they still gain experience. Actually, you know what, now that I think about it, they might not. So he may have just gypped Enrique out of quite a bit of experience there, but... oh well, it's not really that big of a deal. Alright, so down he goes. I guess we'll see after this battle if Enrique gets it. I'm actually, now that I think about it, I'm pretty sure he won't. Yep, as you can see, he doesn't get anything, but that's okay. Enrique's fine. I mean, the levels don't really matter that much. That little bit of experience won't make a ton of difference in the long run or anything, so... Alright, there we go. That takes care of, what was his name? Veltar, I think it was? I don't even remember. But yeah, that takes care of him. We can ride the lift on beyond to the door here. Now, before we do that, one thing I'm going to do is put back on the white map. No, not Gilder's Amulet. And before we head in the door, we want to head over here to the east, because that will lead us to a chest, as you can see. And that chest has a moonberry. It's not really that important by this stage of the game. I mean, really, all of the key skills we already know. So it's not really too big of a deal, but might as well pick it up anyway. Alright, so let's head in here and maybe see if the purple moon crystal's inside. That'd be cool. It's so difficult to see. Someone's there. I don't believe it. Who's there? Drachma? Captain! What are you kids doing here? It really is you. I never thought I'd see you again. Yeah, well, it's been a while, Captain. I had a feeling you survived the attack. But, Captain, what are you doing at the bottom of Glacia? What? No, it's not. It is. What's Rackham doing here? Follow me. Is he dead? No, he's still alive, but he was badly wounded by Ramirez's ships. It's a fatal wound. Rackham's dying. When Rackham fled from Ramirez, I got pulled along. If I wasn't attached to him, the Little Jack would have been destroyed. This is his home. Captain, you mean to tell me that you've been alone, here, with Rackham the whole time? Aye. Oh. Is that? Vice, look, that light. What? Is that the moon crystal? It must be, which would mean that this arc whale, Rackham, is the purple Gigas? I can't believe that Rackham is the purple Gigas. The name of the purple Gigas is Plurgoth. According to the legends, the citizens of the purple civilization implanted the purple crystal into a living creature. Then, that means that Rackham was once a normal arc whale? Yes, I think after Rackham had been transformed into the purple Gigas, his master perished, and he's been wandering the skies ever since. So this poor arc whale is also a victim of the war. But Captain, why'd you stay here all that time? If the Little Jack's here with you, why didn't you leave? I've spent my life searching for Rackham to avenge my crew and my son. I wasted all those years. Rackham saved me from Ramirez. I just thought that I could watch over him in his last moments. It's the least I could do. Why is he making that noise? I'm not sure. What's wrong? I'm here for you. This isn't good. Look at his eye. Rackham. I see. It's time for you to go. Time for you to join your friends. Goodbye. Oh no. Look, the crystal. I'm sorry, Captain. Captain, are you really going to leave us? Chasing Rachnim was my reason for living, and now I've got to start over. When you're as old as me, it's not easy to change your ways. I'm sorry, but I cannot go with you. Vice, are you sure we should just let him go? Yeah, we should just let him go. I can't imagine what he's going through right now. Captain, we finally met up again, but I guess this is goodbye. Oh. Boy. You've become quite a sailor. I'm proud of you. It's a little strange to hear compliments coming from you. Captain, before you go, there's something I wanted to tell you. You said that you and Rachnim were both alone. But you're not alone, Captain. We've been with you the whole time. No matter how far apart we become, we'll still be sailing in the same sky. The same sky, the same clouds, the same wind. We'll always be together in one way or another. We'll never forget you. Captain, take care of yourself. I wish you all the luck in the world. Captain, you better visit us on Crescent Isle.
Goodbye.
Maybe I will, someday. Farewell. Alright, so off goes Drachma. Wow, who would have thought we would have seen this guy down here at the bottom of the ruins, down here with Rachnim the entire time after the little Jack went down. Thought he was dead, but, well, nope, apparently he was just down here, so it's good to finally see him again and learn a little bit more about Rachnim, you know, because all we'd pretty much known about him in the past is that he took away Drachma's son, his crew, that he almost did us in at the beginning of the game, if you remember. So once you learn that he's been imbued with the purple moon crystal, has been basically wandering around aimlessly for, what, thousands of years, you know, you kind of start to feel bad for him, and it actually makes it a little bit sad to see him go, so. But alright, we have finished up our adventures in the Lands of Ice. Like I said, you pretty much just get what you come here for and then get out. We got the purple moon crystal and now we're done. The next destination is to head back to Crescent Isle, which unfortunately is a little bit of a flight from here. As you can see, we're going to have to go to the north through this little strait again and then all the way up to Crescent Isle. So chances are I'm probably just going to be meeting you there. So let's go ahead and get going. And once we get back to Crescent Isle, actually, we're going to get a pretty nice upgrade. We're also going to get to see kind of what they've done with the island. If you remember, we paid Ismail and, was Urala the builder, or was she the waiter? I think it was Kurala that was the builder. Well, we paid her to remodel the living quarters as well, so hopefully the island will be somewhat spruced up once we get back. So, yeah, I guess I'll just meet you there. Alright, we are coming up on Crescent Isle, our home base. Didn't fight a single battle all the way back. Oh, well, there we are. I think I should just learn to keep my big mouth shut. Alright, so let's get back to the base, and you can see Ismail and Brabham are going to meet us here. Ba-ba-bam, they're back, and the whole seems to be in one piece. Of course it's in one piece. A little ice isn't going to hurt it one bit. Captain Vice, about that book from Yafrotoma. I built an engine for you, using the plans in that book. Until now, you haven't been able to fly above or below the clouds because the pressure differences were too hard on your engine. But now, that's not a problem. You'll be able to fly over mountains and beneath large islands. You'll be flying all over the damn place. Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. Really? That's great. When can you install it? I'll install it tomorrow morning at the crack of dawn. With the new engine, we'll be able to travel to more places than ever before. Yeah. Alright, everyone. To the meeting room. Let's decide where to go next. Nice. Looks like Brabham's built us an engine using those plans. Awesome. This is pretty much where the rest of the world is about to be opened up to us. And let me tell you, there is a ton of stuff we can check out now. Pretty excited to do so. But first things first, let's go ahead and check out the island. Like I said, it should be somewhat spruced up by now. So we'll have to definitely check that out. We could look at the, I guess we could check out Osmond's upgraded shop, because we did give her a little bit of money. There's nothing good in it, but it does look a little bit bigger, so I guess we can check that out. Yeah, you can see this place still needs a little bit of work, but I'd say that's a pretty big shop. That's kind of nice looking. So, alright, yeah. Like I said, she doesn't really have anything useful. Ryukan doesn't have anything new, so basically just came to check out how the shop looked. Alright, so wow, check this out. Man, they've cleaned up a whole bunch of stuff. As you can see, once you get a couple of the buildings, or maybe even just one of the buildings remodeled, we pretty much have sort of flattened out this entire square here. Looks like we've got some walkways around and stuff. And see, this area back here is still kind of being used as storage. There, I was trying to do it without walking onto the lift. But as you can see, our living quarters have been remodeled to look a little bit Yafutoman, and our tavern's been remodeled. Nice, this is pretty cool. Alright, so at this point, we can have Ismail. I guess I'll have him remodel Khalifa's tent. Again, it's not like I'll probably ever be going in there, but we can do that. And it only costs 1,000 gold, so it's no big deal. We can also head into the tavern now and buy a few more upgrades for a couple of people. One, Marita here is going to ask for a stage. Doesn't have enough money, so of course if we give her 500 gold, then we can build a stage for her. So that's cool. And here we also kind of have a choice. You can see it kind of looks like Polly's running the kitchen right now. You can either talk to Urala here, and if that is... Okay, yeah, that is Urala. Okay, I was right about which sister was which. But as you can see, if you want, you can pay her 1,000 gold to give basically Yafutoman ingredients. Or we can pay Polly the same amount of money for some cooking supplies, which I'm going to give it to her because, well, she's kind of running the tavern, so... we'll definitely do that. You know, get a little bit of down-home cooking. Sounds good. And pretty much takes care of everything in here. And also, now that we've remodeled the living quarters, there's one other thing we can do. If we check out this bottom area. Let's see, Penta's going to be standing here. He said he's found a lot of islands where some interesting animals live. And if we pay him 500 gold, he can bring us some back. So, yeah, we might as well keep some pets around here, I guess. We've got a choice. We can do something cute, colorful, or scary looking. Let's just go with colorful. It's pretty much right in the middle. Alright, so he's going to go catch those. So we're upgrading the island pretty nicely here. There's one more thing if we talk to Kirala here. And we don't need to remodel any more buildings because we've already got all three, but she can now decorate the island. We're going to probably end up doing both of these at some point, but let's start with the fountain. And we can do In Praise of the Moons, which looks really ridiculous and costs a lot of money. So we'll just we'll stick with natural and elegant, I think. Alright, so there we go. Now we got a whole nother slew of upgrades that's going to pop up next time we come back to the island. So, sweet. Alright, but for now, let's go ahead and continue with our story objectives. We need to head up to the meeting room and pretty much decide where to go next. When it comes down to it, we don't really have a whole lot of crystals left. It's pretty much down to yellow and silver. So we should be getting into some interesting stuff. Let's see what Tika Tika's got to say. Ismail took some of Brabham's food when he wasn't looking. Of course. They always do that. Alright, so let's head inside and see what we decide to do. Alright, we got the purple crystal. All that's left are yellow and silver. The Sylvite Elders already have the silver crystal, so we really only have to worry about the yellow crystal. It looks like our mission's almost finished. But wait, wasn't the yellow crystal located in the Maw of Tardist in Valua? Last time we went there, we couldn't get in because the opening was sealed. Yes, the Valuans have made several unsuccessful attempts at removing the seal, but perhaps we might be able to bypass the seal with the Delphinus' new engine. According to the geologists of the Valuan Empire, the lower layers of the Valuan Islands are filled with cracks and fissures. In other words, there's a whole system of subterranean tunnels running through Valua. So all we have to do is fly around underneath Valua and look for an opening. I see. So in other words, if we can't get in from the top, we'll try and get in from the bottom. We'll fly below Valua and look for an opening underneath the island. Once we get inside the tunnels, we should be able to find the crystal. Since we can fly higher and lower than we ever have before, we might as well take advantage of it. Exactly. Let's rest up today. We'll leave for Valua first thing tomorrow morning. Alright, short and sweet. We got the plan, so let's head out, pretty much. Like it. Alright, so of course we're going to be utilizing our new engine, and we're going to go underneath Valua. So, seems like a pretty interesting way to go. Obviously, if the top is sealed, you might as well try from the other side. I guess that makes sense. And yeah, you can see we've also kind of had our rooms remodeled a little bit. Looks like we've got a picture of Dine on the desk there. It's pretty cool. I'm not really going to bother checking out everyone else's rooms, but, you know, they're all pretty similar anyway. Alright, so that's about all that we need to do here. So we can... oh yeah, you can also see, I mentioned this before, Gonzalez's grave has been upgraded. So your memory will always be with us. Please watch over us in our times of need. So yeah, he's got a real fancy gravestone now. Guess that's better than just burying under a pile of rocks, but... Alright, so let's get back to the dock. We can slide on down the pole and go back out into the world. Now, of course, Valua is our next objective, like has been stated, but now that we have access to the basically entirety of Upper Sky and Lower Sky, which is kind of the areas above and below where we couldn't get to before, now that we have that, we can do a bunch of side things, and I mean an incredible ton of side things. So it's going to take a little while. This is where things are going to get a little bit different. I guess we can go ahead and sort of display it. As you can see, if you look on the left, our little vertical, I don't know, measuring thing, whatever you want to call that. I used to know what the term was, but I forgot. It's now been expanded greatly, and as you can see, we can pass right through the clouds and go up here. And this will pretty much let us bypass just about everything. Mountains, the Dark Rift. So if you want to go somewhere, like if I wanted to go to, say... I don't know, this spot right here. See, this would be a pain to get to, otherwise you kind of have to go up to the northwest and through all that. Well, you can pretty much just set a course from here to here, flying above the clouds, and get straight to it. It's really nice. Another added benefit is that there are no random battles above or below the clouds, so it's so nice having all this opened up to us. Of course, what this also means is that we can basically finish out our discovery log, for the most part, except for the very last one. And as you can see, once we get over a few pages, we've got quite a lot of stuff to find. So this is where things are going to take a while. Let's see. We've got those discoveries. We have at least, I think we have one Moonberry. We've got a couple Chams. We've got a crew member. That's probably it. We don't have a... I think we could do... we have a giant monster ship battle also. I think we could do a wanted battle right now as well, but it's a little bit strong at this point, so I'm going to save it for a little bit later. But yeah, we have all this stuff to do. Now, like I said, this is where things are going to get a little bit different. I've actually already recorded getting all the discoveries and all the crew members, you know, all that stuff that I just mentioned. Here, you can also go below the clouds. And all in all, the endeavor took me a little bit over an hour. So since I've already got that recorded, what I'm going to do is pretty much cut to a segment now where I just play that back and I'm going to post-commentate over it. So I don't know. I think I'm going to actually just wait and save that for next time, because that seems like a pretty logical thing to do. We're about at 23 minutes here, so what I think I'm going to do that, and we'll just kind of hang out here in the meantime. And next time we will get started with all the discoveries, and there will be quite a lot of editing, but it should be a fun trip. We can see a lot of places above and below the sky, and then after we do that, we'll be done with a lot of the side stuff, and we can continue with the story. So, till then, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you next time.